Hola and welcome back to Kim at Home. Today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's the day that I'm going to clean out this spice cabinet. Do I really want to do it? Absolutely not. Am I going to do it? Yeah, I'm going to do it, okay? I'm dreading it. Anyway, let me show you what it's looking like. I'm going to open it up. This, my friends, is what my spice cabinet looks like. I'm going to give you a close-up because there's spices all over, everywhere that just need to be wiped up and all that great stuff. But if you're new here, I am Kim, K-Y-M. I do videos pertaining to home life, home management, repairs, DIYs, projects, cooking, cleaning. I'm also going to cook something today. What I'm going to cook, I don't know, but I'm going to cook something, okay? Because that's just what I do. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, please do not forget to hit subscribe on your way out. Show the like button some love. Say hello in the comments so I can say hello back. It's a give and take relationship, okay?
I do a really good job keeping my house clean, but I am not the best organizer. I have said this so many times in my videos. My youngest daughter is a fantastic organizer, so a lot of times I have her organize things for me. When it comes to my kitchen, this is my sacred place. This is the heart of the home, and I really have to do a better job at getting it organized, which is what I'm doing now. This is what the inside of the cabinet is looking like, and like I said, there's spices everywhere. Check this out. The good thing is I always use clear mats when it comes to the cabinets as well as my refrigerator. That way it's just easy cleanup. I feel like it's really smart, and it's definitely a great way to keep things clean and easy cleanup, really. It's definitely easy cleanup because all I have to do is take that mat out, clean it off, and then just wipe the bottom of the cabinets without worrying about the cabinets being ruined by all the spices. Because you know, sometimes those spices that you use can stain things like turmeric and cayenne and cumin. They definitely stain stuff. I'm using vinegar to get everything wiped down. Let me tell you something about vinegar that you may not know. It is a natural disinfectant. It works so well. I even have a magic concoction that I make with the white distilled vinegar that works tremendously well, okay? I'm gonna sell it one day. Another thing that I want to do is make sure that I get the spices themselves wiped because we cook so much in this house and sometimes we don't wipe off the spices. And you know, sometimes you might pick them up and it has like food or something on it and it kind of makes you feel gross. At least it does me. So I want to get all of those wiped off and taken care of. I also wiped off the spice racks because that's definitely important as well. As far as the organization for the spices, there's definitely method behind the madness. I want to make sure that all of the spices that are in the front are the ones that are most commonly used by each person that cooks in the home, and then the ones toward the back are the ones that are used for specific recipes. There are other items in this cabinet as well, and I'm getting those cleaned off, like peanut butter and cookie butter. Okay, first of all, who invented cookie butter? That is just totally disrespectful because when I tell you I could eat a half a jar of cookie butter in one setting, like straight up. Girl, I hear you. I know you talking about I need self-control. Mind your business, okay? I'm blaming the person that actually invented the cookie butter. I'm glad I was able to tackle this, and I was even able to go through all of the vitamins that were in the cabinet that were completely outdated.
Before I go any further, make sure you clean out your spice cabinet way more than I do because I had spices in there that expired in 2023. I probably haven't even cleaned it out since 2023 in all honesty. I'm trying to get my life together with organizing. If you're a great organizer, leave me some tips in the comments below because I could use all of the tips that I could possibly get, for real.
The spice cabinet is nice and clean, and there's even room for me to add more spices. Since I have an overabundance of plastic bags, I'm going to fetch those and get all of the spices and everything put in those bags and thrown into my dumpster. Don't judge me about the plastic, okay? Mind your business, and I'm gonna mind my business.
Baby, baby, you take me high, high.
Let me know below in the comments what you've been watching and what you've been reading. I am working on The Summer I Turned Pretty. It is the last and final season, and it's really good so far, although one of the main characters is really getting on my nerves. But that's how you know a show is good. Also, let me know how you've been doing and if you took any fun vacations this summer. The fact that summer's almost over is crazy to me. This is the next cabinet I'm working on.
Why do I do this to myself?
Okay, so let me explain that statement. First of all, normally when I open this cabinet, things fall on my feet. But in this instance, I try to dump that toaster out at least once a month. Obviously, I need to do it more often because there were just crumbs everywhere. Really, the big thing with this is I want to make sure that all of these lids have an actual, dish to go on. Otherwise, I'm just going to throw it away.
You take me high. You set my soul
This may be an unpopular opinion, but as I'm looking at this Tupperware, I'm realizing how many spots are on it, and those spots are from the dishwasher. So when I get some good Tupperware, I'm not going to put it in the dishwasher. I'm just going to hand wash it because the dishwasher really does ruin your dishes over time. It's been in the works in my mind anyway, that I want to switch to like glass Tupperware. Let me know the type of Tupperware that you use. Do you use plastic or do you use glass? I just feel like glass is prettier, it's more aesthetically pleasing, and it probably cleans better than this plastic, especially if you're using the dishwasher.
You don't need me, but you want me more and more. It's true. You take me
I got to give all this a really good shakedown so I can get all of those crumbs in the sink so you can see exactly what I was talking about. This really doesn't know justice. There were a lot of crumbs. So when this is just bare without the cover, there's really no mess at all whatsoever. The good thing about this thing is, first of all, it's beautiful. I love that. If I was the type of person that liked colorful wallpaper, I would definitely use this as a wallpaper. But you can wipe this right off and just reuse it. But I do have a whole roll behind my refrigerator. So this is what I cleaned up out of the bottom of the cabinet. Not really a lot, again, because it already had a cover on it. Here's what we're looking like. It's clean. Yes, it is. Is it organized? Yes, to the best of Kim's ability, because I'm not a Pinterest organizer. I just want to make sure things are clean and look halfway decent and don't fall on top of me when I open the cabinet. That's really the big thing. So this cabinet right here, we go through that cabinet all the time because we use light bulbs. However, the top of the refrigerator is probably really, really gross. So that's one area that we often forget to clean. Those light bulbs do need to go up there, so I will get that handled. This cabinet right here, I've gone through several times, so I'm just leaving it alone because it's fine for now. But all of these drawers, actually this one is fine. These two need organized. This needs handled, and this one is actually fine, but that one right there needs handled. So let's see what we can get done for the day. I decided not to do the drawers today because I'm on a mission to buy new towels and new, I guess, dishcloths. Not the actual cleaning cloths because my daughter bought me some of those for Mother's Day, but I have had these towels and these dishcloths for probably about 3 years without replacing them. So they just all really need replaced. And I don't want to have a bunch. I just want to have enough. So when I actually get out to Home Goods or Marshalls, I'm gonna purchase some, and I'm just gonna purchase in pockets. Like I'm gonna buy 2 here, 2 there. I wanna have at least 6 of each.
If I could find a word to make me sing, a single word that made your heart open, I could have been your good friend until the end. Oh, oh. If I could find a word to make me say a single word.
Mr. Clean, I don't think you've been hearing me on my last few videos when I'm talking about the yellow Mr. Clean disinfectant, the old school one, the one that smelled amazing. Why did you discontinue that? Please bring it back. As you can see, I'm still using the antibacterial, but it definitely is not the same. Hear my cry, dear Mr. Clean. Like for real, okay? I'm so serious. The next thing that I'm gonna do is clean the stove because I told you I was gonna cook. It's 7:16 and I did cook, I just did not film it. And I'll be cleaning it off with Super Clean.
Till the end. Oh, oh.
This is what I made, it's little steak bites. So you know how much oil, grease, and just grossness steak leaves, right? This is what the stove is looking like after using the Super Clean. So on here it says it dissolves grease super easy and super fast, which is why it's called Super Clean. And honestly, it works very well. I have always used Super Clean. And Jessica over there is just an amazing human. Thank you so much, Jessica. I really do love this product. If you've been here for a while, you already know. But anyway, screenshot the directions if you can, if it focuses. I must admit, Super Clean works for things other than grease in the kitchen. I used to have this car. It was a 2010 Nissan Maxima. Her name was Maxie. You couldn't tell me nothing about Maxie. She had a great stereo system. She had air conditioning. She had a heated steering wheel. And Maxie just kept giving me problems. So one day I decided to trade Maxie in, but prior to me trading Maxie in, Maxie leaked oil all over my garage floor and it was just crazy. I used Super Clean to get it up. Did it get it up? It did. There's like a little stain on the floor in the garage, but it did get it up. Also, when I had it parked out on the street in front of my home, you know, I have a homeowners association, so they don't play that oil in the driveway, they don't play that oil in the garage, they don't play that oil out there when you park. So I had to clean it up out there as well. Saying all of this to say, it also works on sneakers, and if you know anything about this household, we keep our sneakers clean because we love sneakers and my husband has a million pair of sneakers. I keep my sneakers clean. However, I do have a pair of walking shoes that I never clean, so I'm going to go ahead and get those cleaned off with Super Clean so you can see how good it works.
Can't control it.
First of all, that was like 2 seconds of scrubbing, and check that out. So now I'm gonna give you a close-up on this side. Here's what this side is looking like, and I'm not even gonna re-spray anything. I'm just gonna wipe it with the damp cloth. Once again, 2 seconds of scrubbing. Look how good it looks. This bottle is the one that I use for my tires and also for the oil spillage in the garage. These are all of their products. So there's a few things that I want to point out. Number one, Super Clean is not paying me to say this. I only work with companies that I actually like. They're not paying me, they're not sponsoring me. I'm simply reviewing their product, which I have always done. I've always worked with Jessica, and their products really work well. I can't remember what number 2 was, but I'm really hot and I'm trying to go take a walk. Do you guys want to go see how they're building everything up in the back? Let's go do that real quick before I come back in the house and decide if I'm going to do everything else, because I'm hot and sweaty. As soon as you walk out of the garage, this is what you see to your left. You're not going to be able to see to the right because of the sun, but that's what you see to the right. About 2 weeks ago, they were just laying down the bricks, and now they have the freaking frame up already. Not all of it, but some of it. That's insane. And then there's all this wood over here, driveway. The X marks the spot is the garage. And there's the front door. Interesting. This is what is to the right of me when I come out of my garage that I couldn't show you because of the sun. We just kind of like walked around the block. Here's what the cabinet above the microwave looks like.
First of all, the lighting is all bad, but that's okay. Listen, are you listening? Okay, so this is gonna be the last cabinet that I do because it is 7:45. I'm filming this on a Monday and I'm hungry. And I already made dinner, but I haven't eaten dinner yet because I've been filming the video. So this is gonna be the last cabinet that I do. I've already said that. I'm tired. Okay, here we go.
This cabinet really stores a lot of my home decor that I just don't have space for. That's another thing that I need to go through and start decluttering and possibly sell, because most of the decor that I have is fairly new. I've only put it in my house a few times, just kind of shuffling it in and out, and it's really nice stuff too. Now, I have done that before, and the crazy thing about it is one of my old classmates from 1952 came to my house and got all of the decor. It's funny because we grew up together. We played softball together from 2nd grade to like 6th grade, and she was just a really good person. I think we were also on drill team together now that I think about it. Now I gotta work on this refrigerator and the cabinet above the refrigerator. For the Steelers stuff that was on there, I did take it off and wipe it down, but I cut it out of the video because it's getting a little long.
So fun fact, my family's from the Pittsburgh area. My dad is from a country bumpkin town near Pittsburgh, probably about 51 miles away, I believe. And then my mom was right up the road from Pittsburgh. I'm the only Ohio born, first generation, okay? Does that explain why I speak the way I speak? So I have this country twang proper accent, proper from Ohio, country twang from Pennsylvania. I call it Pennsylvania. Anyway, y'all, I'm tired, okay? I'm hot, I'm sweaty. So thankful for all of the beautiful comments that you guys leave me, encouraging me, and just speaking life into me. I just, woo, it feels good. I never knew that I could meet so many kind people in the world and on the internet. And I feel like you've given me hope for humanity because my hope was gone, okay? But I'm very thankful for you, like seriously. Please do not forget to hit subscribe on your way out. Hit the like button, show somebody some love today. Whatever it is that you're doing, make sure that you're kind to people. We all need kindness. I say this all the time, but we really do all need kindness for real. It's detrimental to each and every one of us to have some sort of kindness come our way. And when we give it, we're gonna get it back tenfold. Now, all this needs on top of it is some A1. Don't knock it till you try it, okay? It is so good. It's like hearty. Think about a stew that has like potatoes and different seasonings. It's no different, and it tastes amazing.
Thank you again for being here. I hope you have a great week.